New Jersey is one of the worst states, apparently a lot of people are saying. So if you're looking to move here, you gotta check out this video. We're gonna talk about the worst thing to learn about New Jersey. We are New Jerseyans, so we're definitely gonna throw in some good things about it because we just can't help it. It's our hometown. But you're definitely need to take this whole video into consideration if you're looking to move here. We're gonna touch about a lot of negative things you probably never heard about. And at the end of the video, we're gonna give you some cool nuggets if you're looking to buy real estate here, you're looking to invest, or you're looking to rent. So definitely stay through the whole video. You don't wanna miss it. And guys, before we get into this video, we are licensed real estate agents in the state of New Jersey. I'm Luca, that's Laura. We're pretty much helping people relocate here all the time. So you're looking to buy, sell, and invest real estate, make sure to give us a call. We can leave the information below. And please guys, subscribe, leave a comment. You guys help us out so much to grow this channel. You, by subscribing, help a lot of people find our channel, just like you. So make sure to subscribe, leave a comment. Let's get back into the video.
So when it comes to New Jersey in general, it's one of the most expensive states, I guess, when it comes to taxes. It really depends on the area. Right now, we're going to talk about Union County specifically. Right. But when I think about Union County, it's not the most expensive, but it's not the cheapest either. We're somewhere in the middle here. So just to give you guys some reference, we are in Westfield, New Jersey. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, but we'll show you some B-roll. We have a distressed property right behind us, and it seems like they're building something on it. So probably someone purchased the land. Now, what do you think? Just to give you reference, Westfield is one of the higher end towns here in Union County. So everything here, it's gonna be, fairly expensive. Right. What do you think that sold for?
So before we even tell you the price, I want to give you some information on Westfield as well. Like Laura said, is $1 million properties here. The highest one that sold is $5 million, over $5 million. And you have your neighbor Summit right next door to Westfield,
which is the most expensive town here in Union County overall. And
it sold for property sold for over $8 million. But then you have property like places like Cranford that have properties at $700,000, $500,000. So like Laura said, it very depends on the area and the location. And Union County is a perfect example because it's really in the center of Jersey. So you're getting that cool mix of more affordable, less affordable, but it very much depends. So we're gonna give you some videos of a few other properties. Super loud here, we're in the main area. But other videos of 2 properties that sold in the $1 million range to get some reference. But for this land here, I'm estimating it's probably going to be sold for $600,000 just the land, and you're going to have to build over that.
Right.
And that's in a little bit of the lower end. So it really depends on a lot of people that see our videos that might be from other states that aren't so familiar with how expensive it is here. They're going to be like, $500,000. Like, what are you talking about for just land? Yeah. But that's literally in many parts of Union County and many parts of New Jersey as well.
Unless you're coming from Staten Island, I don't think you care about these prices because it's super ridiculously expensive.
Staten Island, New York City, all those people come in here, find affordability.
Maybe even California.
California too, certain places. But just be mindful, like Laura said, the taxes here are very expensive.
We're on the high end for some properties, but in reality, in Union County as a whole, I think we're in the middle range. We're not too expensive, even though in some towns they are. But we're not that affordable either, unless you're going down south or west, then you can definitely find something like that. So we're kind of evened out here.
In a nutshell, depending where you're living, depending on the affordability factor, there's places you're going to find $1 million homes, and there's places you're going to find homes for more affordable. And that's something I love about Jersey. Really depends on the location, on the town, even the county. And you're going to see, depending on the area you're going to live in, is what you're going to pretty much be purchasing.
All right, so now we're in Elizabeth, New Jersey, which is a city here, and we are right next to the 1 and 9. So of course, hint, hint, we're going to be talking about the traffic here. The 1 and 9 is a very, very big highway here. It's going to take you from north New Jersey all the way to South New Jersey, and it also takes you to the city.
Right. Yeah, from this highway, you're going to get into the city, like Laura said, into Newark, Jersey City. And the main reason we wanted to start here is because we want to show you guys all like the traffic and congestion. And in the past few years, it's been getting a lot more, especially during these peak hours from 9 to 5. And not only the peak hours, but pretty much everywhere.
Man, sometimes in the nighttime too.
Yeah, pretty much honest. Anywhere that is going to be near the city.
I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's only,
what time is it?
It's 3:19, guys.
3:19, so we're not even in the peak, but it's around 5. But you're seeing that every place that is near the city is getting a lot more traffic, a lot more congestion. And that's kind of the biggest negative a lot of people moving here, that if you're not from New York or from these areas, you don't realize it. But a lot of traffic, a lot of noise that you can hear, a lot of movement, and that's probably been the biggest negative we've been noticing in the past few years, so many people coming here. But you know, if you're not a 9-to-5er, you're probably not going to be dealing with these issues. Boom. That's the noise we're talking about. And that's probably a road rager right now, because here in Jersey, you get those a lot, pretty much.
I don't think we rage as hard as New York, but people here do rage, for sure.
And if you gotta cut somebody off, they're definitely gonna hear it. If you're in the left lane, get into the right lane as soon as you can.
People here would rather get into a car accident than let you merge.
It's like that. And that's a New Jersey thing, so you're not used to that, get ready for that. But besides that, you know, if you go for a little bit more south, you're not gonna get as much traffic. But this highway, like I mentioned, it gets to Jersey City, which gets even worse traffic. So if you're not used to that, get ready for that. Get ready for like Elizabeth here. It's not a lot of parking in many areas. Parking is very hard to find.
Depending where you are in Elizabeth, because this is very...
this is the north part of Elizabeth.
North part of Elizabeth. It's by the highway. It's by the airport as well.
Yes.
Newark Airport. Other parts, not so, you know, it really depends where you are.
Yeah, but the main reason we wanted to stop here so you can kind of get a little feel of what we're talking about. And it's the perfect time for you guys to show you. And they're during the school times too, so you get a lot of traffic in these areas.
All right, so since we are talking about the highway and people do look at Elizabeth as a preferred place to commute, we kind of want to give you an idea of how far it would take you to get to certain places. So we're gonna ask Siri.
Hey Siri, how many minutes away are we from New York?
Traffic to New York is heavy, so it should take 34 minutes via New Jersey Turnpike East.
How many minutes away are we from Jersey City?
Traffic to Jersey City, New Jersey is moderate, so I'm estimating 24 minutes via New Jersey Turnpike East.
How many minutes away are we from Newark?
Traffic to Newark, New Jersey is moderate, so I'm estimating 14 minutes via Broad Street.
How many minutes away are we from the beach?
Which one?
That was good.
That was good.
We have many beaches.
How many minutes away are we from Point Pleasant?
Traffic to Point Pleasant, New Jersey is heavy, so it should take 1 hour and 12 minutes via Garden State Parkway South.
How many minutes away are we from Philadelphia?
Traffic to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is very heavy, so I'm estimating 1 hour and 44 minutes via New Jersey Turnpike South.
So right now it's like almost peak hour in traffic, so you're seeing that even with traffic, we're still pretty good distance from the city, from Jersey City, from Newark, all those major areas. And a big reason, like Laura said, we wanted to start here is because we're in the bigger city here in Union County. And a lot of people from New York are moving here for that same reason, to have that transportation option. But pretty much from anywhere of the center and northern part of Jersey, you're going to be in the city very fast. You're going to be within major cities in Elizabeth very fast. And it's just going to give you that option depending on what you're living in. But definitely be ready for that traffic. Definitely be ready for a little bit of congestion, especially in these northern areas.
Yes, since 2020, New Jersey is one of the legal states for marijuana in the country.
Right.
And that back there was Plannabis, located in Rahway. So it's kind of controversial. Obviously, during the elections, the state voted that they wanted to legalize it, but there's still people that are very, you know, not very happy about it.
Right. And honestly, it's really going to depend on the person. If it's going to be or good or bad. And many places you're probably not going to smell. You're probably not going to notice it. But big places, maybe like Jersey City, Hoboken, when you're walking around, you might smell it down the shore sometimes. I have a few times walking in those areas, and you know, when you're in your property or you're living in your house, you're probably not going to smell it. It's going to be more like a recreational use in the properties.
Yes.
But outside, I mean, it really depends.
It's very discreet, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of dispensaries going up all the time. We're seeing that more now, and it's been like a couple years later. I think it's very discreet, but I've personally never really seen people just openly, you know, smoke outside. I know that when we went to Florida, and it's not legal in Florida, we definitely smelled it
A lot more.
a lot more.
Yeah, for sure.
I know when you went to California, it was very open. People
Yeah,
were doing very,
for sure.
yeah.
And then, like Laura said, it's very new. So, you know, most people are going to do it in their house. They're not going to really be doing it outside. But it's going to depend. And right behind here is the 109. We're now in Rahway, like Laura mentioned.
Oh, yeah, we're way down south.
Down south,
maybe like 20 minutes.
20, 30 minutes, but still on the same highway. And you're seeing that there's still a lot of things going on within the same highway. And we're a completely different town away.
And honestly, there's definitely some towns. I could definitely speak for Union County. I'm not sure about the other
areas.
It's only in certain towns and cities. For example, you see a lot of them in Elizabeth. I don't know how Rahway approved it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're not going to see one in Westfield. You're not going to see one in Cranford.
Right.
So it really depends on the town.
All right, guys, you know New Jersey has all 4 seasons, and depending on the year, it's going to be a little crazy. Like right now, we're in the end of November, and we're wearing a little sweater now, but last week we had a huge jacket on because it was freezing.
Yeah, we had a drought for months and months. Then we had rain for like 3 days straight. It was cold, very cold a couple of days ago. Like we had to, the jacket wasn't helping. Now we're wearing a sweater.
Right.
Next week is gonna snow. Like it's so crazy.
It's insane. So you gotta be ready for that. But we kind of wanted to tell you was our favorite seasons. And my favorite is the spring. You're going from a long winter, usually it's been short winters lately, but from a long winter, you're in the 20, maybe 10, 30 degrees, and then you get 1 week of 40 degrees and you're super happy, and then next week is 50 degrees and it's like you can wear a sweater again.
You're like crying because we're getting out of winter.
And it's, you know, here and also in the winters, it's very gray. A lot of these are gray.
Yeah.
So you can start getting the sun a little bit more, and it's just absolutely amazing. I mean, I know your season's a little bit different, but
mine is definitely fall, just because we're getting out of the heat that we get here in New Jersey. It's very humid here, and then it's not cold at all. So it kind of reminds me of the Vegas weather at a certain time of the year. I forgot what it is, but you really just don't feel anything. There's no wind. You know, the climate is just perfect. You can wear a sweater, you can wear a short sleeve. I love it.
Yeah, and then the summer here is, like Laura said, very hot, humid sometimes, heavy summers. This year we had a whole month of like 90-degree weather, 100-degree weather.
Yeah, I don't
so
like that
it's
either.
very crazy. And then the winter, it's very cold winters at times. Like I mentioned, the winter has been shorter lately.
Yeah.
But usually we get a lot of snow, and it's very depending of the year.
I think some parts of New Jersey actually did get snow.
Yeah.
Already. So.
Yeah. Up north, we got a few inches of snow last week when we had the rain. But like I said, you gotta be ready for everything. Check the Weather Channel every day. We're gonna go out. If you're gonna go, like today we have to check the weather. Tomorrow we're gonna have to check the weather, and it's gonna be a constant thing if you're in New Jersey.
Yeah.
All right, guys, like I mentioned earlier, gonna be a little bit of a nugget at the end of the video. And what we've been getting a lot of questions about is, are we gonna either rent or buy when you come to live in New Jersey? You know, it's very gonna depend on the situation, but usually people that come to New Jersey and rent for a year usually don't buy after. There's a saying that goes into the real estate market. It's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. And depending if you're gonna rent or buy, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to end up buying something down the line. A lot of people that are coming here, sometimes, you know, there are a few reasons you should rent. If you're looking just to stay here for a little bit of time and you really don't want to get your hands into any real estate, definitely do that. If you are deployed here as well in the military, if you're in a base, you might not want to buy anything, but at the end of the day, anybody that wants to get into the real estate market is going to eventually have to buy. And there's 2 things you have to take into consideration, really. It's the inflation and the depreciation of those properties, and over time as well. If you are going to buy a property down the line in 2, 3, 4 years, it doesn't necessarily mean it got more expensive. It might have meant that the dollar went up. The dollar value lost a little bit of value. And that's gonna determine throughout the years. We saw that back in 2020, a property here in New Jersey was worth around $350, and now 4 years later is at $550 average, a $200,000 increase, and a lot of people are still waiting to buy, and they lost a huge portion. And then you have the depreciation aspect of things. You're seeing a lot of these local areas, like now in Rahway, we're in right now, we're seeing a lot of new development going around. You're seeing new construction. You're going to Elizabeth, like we saw earlier, you're seeing a lot of new development there. Union, you're getting a Starbucks. Linden, you're getting a super Walmart. So a lot of those areas are increasing value for that reason as well. So like I mentioned before, it's not about timing the market. It's about time. It's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. And an analogy I love to give is pretty much, if you consider yourself someone running. Running is the person that's renting all the time. You're running, and you see a little river next to you, running at the same pace. And that river is pretty much the value of properties. Over time, you might outrun the river, but eventually it's either gonna catch up to you or you're gonna get tired and fatigued. So in reality, what you should be doing is jumping into the river and going with the flow. And over time, everything eventually adds up when it comes to real estate, property value, and everything. And if you want to hustle, you want to make more money, if you want to do things as well, imagine being in the river and also pedaling at the same time. Now you're going twice as fast. And that's exactly the way I'd like to tell buyers, investors, anybody that's looking to invest in real estate, is look at that analogy. You're not going to be able to run all your life. So eventually you're going to have to get into the real estate market if you are looking to have that long-term investment opportunities and being in the overall market. So as a little explanation of why, we recommend always buying if it fits for you. A lot of people might need to wait some time, but if you are someone that has the opportunity, at least buying, don't miss out the waves. A lot of people that I mentioned before that were gonna buy 4 years ago, didn't buy, and now property values pretty much blew up here in New Jersey. So definitely look into what the real estate market is doing here. Definitely reach out to us. We are real estate agents, like we mentioned earlier. And if you are looking to learn more about Rahway, you're looking to learn about Union County, New Jersey, make sure to subscribe to our channel. That car is super loud. I don't know why you did that, but subscribe to our channel, leave a comment if you're a local in the area. Make sure to hit us, leave a comment, let anybody else come into New Jersey, give your opinion on things. And if you're looking to learn more about Cranford, New Jersey, is one of the town we didn't touch much about this video. We just made a vlog last week of Cranford. We're gonna put it up here, so make sure you go check that out.